should I
Hello.
say. Hi,
Hi.
how's it?
Hi. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for
Thank
coming, James and JV. Okay, we've got a couple of minutes to go. We'll get everyone into the VC, then we'll get started. We'll start the recording, introduce you, and we can go into the Anito Legends project.
All right. No worries.
So you're sharing the screen. It looks super cool.
Yep.
I think the pig's my favourite. Or is it a bull? It's got a ring through the nose.
uh,
And the wizard in the background's cool.
Yeah, this is the
Oh, you've
Halloween
got
lobby.
yeah.
Halloween special. Cool. So you're going to do like seasons as well in the game, yeah.
Yep.
You got it.
Awesome. Right, we're on the hour, so I can start the recording and introduce you, and then you look like you've got a presentation to give to us as well, which is great. So I'll start the recording, and I'll also record video as well, so that'll come out in the AMA as well. Right, let's get going. Welcome to the Wellcoin Talk community. I'm Glenn, your host. Today we have joining us Anito Legends. Here to speak about the project is JV and James. Anito Legends it's been in the works for over 10 months. To be making the game, and the game's ready and already launched before the token, which is great to see people building the utility in advance of the launch of the token rather than it's usually the other way around. So we'll go into the game aspects, and they're sharing the screen here, and NFTs and everything else about the project shortly. But first, can you introduce yourself with your background and experience, guys?
Hi, everybody. Again, thank you, Glenn, for having us. Thank you for Whalecoin Talk community for having us the opportunity to present Anito Legends. My name is James. I'm the CEO and co-founder of the project. And as my background, I've been a game developer myself for 7+ years now. I've been working with my partners, Jed and JV, Jed and Eric previously. And we've been making mobile games for quite some time now. And yeah, we asked JV also to come on board as our CMO to help us with his marketing. Maybe JV can say some things about himself.
All right. So I'm actually the odd guy out in the team. I'm actually a journalist by profession. I've been a digital marketer and a journalist for about 15 years. And I met James, Jed, and Eric way back. I think the whole team goes way back, like 15 years in the making. We all met because of video games. I used to beta test Eric's games back in the Palm and Pocket PC game days. So that was way back before the iPhone. And then I met James and Jed because we were part of a regional gaming guild. I think we were playing Guild Wars at that time. So yeah, it might date us from the games that we are just telling you about. So that's how we all met. And I came on board to help lead the marketing and the partnerships. So yeah, nice to be in this space. It's very new but very interesting.
Great, guys. Thanks for the introduction. So yeah, you've shown your screen here. Maybe we can go through some of the game mechanics for players and how it all works for Anito Legends.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
I can. Yeah, maybe you can.
I
Yeah.
Yeah, I think JV is setting up his characters, and now we're looking at the PVE mode, which is a single player mode. And well, some background on what the game is. Anito Legends is a turn-based auto battler. So as you can see on the screen, maybe JV you can slow down the animations. Yeah, there.
Oh yeah, let me
So
slow it down.
so basically the game plays by itself, but with a few nuances. Actually, the depth and the strategy of the game comes from the weapons and armor that you equip with your Anitos. As you can see, they're varied in nature. You can have a staff, you have a book, you have a shield and sword. So these comes to play in, they have some unique values into them, as well as the Anitos themselves. Some of them have their own unique attributes as well. So positioning wise, they're the nuances there. Maybe JV, you could talk about why you're
Yeah.
setting up your Anitos that way.
Yeah, actually, I forgot. This was my PvP build, but it doesn't really matter because it's still a pretty good build for PvE. So, if you guys played games like Final Fantasy and these other turn-based battlers, the way the meta works is that the abilities and rules are determined by gear, not by the NFT. So we're implementing a gacha style in the way we release characters, right? So it's completely random, but so the stats are completely random. But what's interesting is that there's no such thing as a useless NFT. Everything has a use. You can power up. You can build your Anito into, let's say, a dodge tank or a healing tank or a pure damage dealer or like a damage healer, actually, like a paladin, depending on the stats that you get. And you can unlock and craft more gear as you progress in the towers. So I'm here opening treasure chests and I'm getting currency. Sometimes I get equipment. Sometimes you end up in fireplaces like this where you can heal. So this guy over here, I can heal him. Notice there are two health bars. There's the green one and then the blue one. The green is your life, and blue is like armor. So they both have various effects. Some abilities like getting burned or getting poisoned, they only affect um, the health, while other abilities can only affect armor or both. So it actually adds to the variety of of combat and having a very unique team composition. So let me just finish off this tower. Maybe James, you can talk about other features as well. So, So this build, by the way, this is my sleep build, my sacrifice sleep build, wherein the front Anito, that staff that he has can actually cast sleep, as you can see. And then the ones in the back, they're really the damage dealers. The backmost Anito, he has a poison or burn all effect when the ultimate activates. So it's actually quite useful in PvP. But yeah, it's also quite formidable here in PvE. So this is the map of the current version. We've had players complete this already. So the way the game works, it's basically like if you've played games like Darkest Dungeon or Slay the Spire. It's a very roguelike experience. You only have one life and one chance to see how far you get. And when your entire team gets wiped out, you move back to the lobby. You can heal up. You can check the equipment you got. You can craft new items based on the materials you picked up, and you can buy new blueprints as well. So let's do another tower. Um, so one thing about this game is that all the assets that you see are all original art, made by our in-house team. You can fast forward it also, just so people can see. Maybe James, you have stuff you want to add?
Yeah, I guess maybe I could talk about the development timeline of this. You guys might be wondering how long we've been making the game. So we officially started developing at around August of last year. So it has been almost a year and a few months more. But we really focused on polishing the game with the help of our community. They've been a real big help on the inputs that we get, especially with bug fixes and user experience suggestions. We've actually gone through about 40 plus updates since then. and was all from, again, from feedback from our community, as we really value their feedback, uh, especially when PvP came, when we had PvP live. Maybe JV can show that later in a while.
Yeah, I'm
That's where
probably gonna
that
die after this.
that's where,
Yeah,
yeah,
if I can
that's
show.
how competitive our community is right now. Everybody's really engaged with the game. Not I mean, even though we don't have the
Oh,
other features out, like play to, wow, everybody said,
I made it. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Oh,
So
go on,
like,
James.
yeah, like the play and earn features are not yet out, but according to our analytics information, is that everybody still loves coming back to our game. Our day 7 retention is pretty high, and we're pretty confident that the game experience is a really fun experience, as a testament that both from what our community says and from the data that we've also been gathering for the past few months. So I think, yeah, maybe if you die here, JV, we could go out in the the menu and we can show more of the game. Yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
Glenn. I
Okay, as we go along, I've got a couple of questions. You've got two tokens in the game, the Ginto and the Lero. The Lero is the one that's
Yes,
launching shortly. I'm wondering what part each token plays in the gameplay.
right. So laro is, well, just a little tidbit. Laro means, in our language, in Filipino, it means to play. So just a play of words there. And ginto means gold. So laro is basically, yeah, that it's idol. It will be launching. We're doing the pre-sales very soon. Actually tomorrow, starting tomorrow. It is our governance token. So I guess the utility for those who want to invest in our token, we plan some really good utility for the tokens. Like, first of all, we're planning to roll out a breeding system in the game. We call it summoning. So you'll need to use summoning stones, which you could buy with Laro and Ginto, to enable to summon more Anitos. We're also planning um, a premium tower levels in the game. As you can see, our games are or the game is based on, like, towers that the Anitos have to climb up and finish. So with these premium towers, players have to pay Laro to enter these towers, and we plan to have some brand partnerships. So imagine your favorite brand, like Razer or something, and players could earn Razer related loot or weapons and armor, and maybe an NFT at the end. And of course, the tower will be also branded tastefully with that brand partner. Um, and also, we also want to host our own tournaments. To enter your tournament for PvP tournaments, players will have to pay laro to enter. So that could be used as the pot, and as well as a betting system. So for those who are not as competitive but enjoy the excitement of PvP, players could do side bets with Laro. So we also plan to do that. And um, yeah, and of course the marketplace, our secondary marketplace, we plan to roll out this soon, and players can use Laro to buy and sell their Anito NFTs in on the marketplace. Oh, and lastly,
Okay,
sorry, I almost forgot. We also plan to, for holders who are really into the game, they will also have voting rights in the future. We plan to conduct weapons that we can ban, and armor that we can ban for next season for the PvP if it's too powerful or it's breaking the game. Laro holders can will have the ample voting power to ban that particular piece of equipment.
great. And you've got the NFT box collection as well. I was wondering what's the cost of three different varieties, I think, of rarities, and where are the profits going from the NFT series that are minted? Is some going back to buyback and burns, promoting the game, the token? or do investors get a share of that?
Right. So currently we're doing a sale also of NFTs. There are three tiers: the common, epic, and legendary. Basically the main difference are the way that the charms are unlocked for the NFT or for the Anito. So basically, what charms are they're additional equipment to the game that give passive bonuses. So bonuses like uh, additional percentage to your attack, to your health, etc. So buying the common Anito, it takes longer to unlock the charm. If I'm not mistaken, JV, how long was it? I think it's
I think
90 days.
30 days
30 days,
for
sorry,
30
30.
days for the commons. Here,
Mm,
let me hurry up this battle first so you can see it.
yeah.
Ah,
Um,
burn damage.
but yeah, the as the more expensive tier you go, the faster you can unlock the charm. So as you can see on the screen, JV has only unlocked one. I think that's your common. Is that your common, Anito?
Yes, it's this is the
Yeah.
common
So
Anito. So I've unlocked one, and if you look at my on the right side of the screen, you have these hearts. So the hearts are basically the tasks that you can do per day. Like here, going on a quest that gives you, it's like a mini stake, but all the rewards are in-game items. You get like new armor, new currency, that sort of thing, or health potions. And then once this thing fills up to 30, it unlocks the second slot. So you can do uh, when you fill up these three per day, it unlocks an additional slot. So that means to say I have 4 more days before I can unlock the second slot. So the reason why we're doing this is because we didn't want to make the game pay to win. Eventually, everyone gets to unlock everything. But of course, it's more of a pay for convenience. So you pay to that so that you don't have to grind as much. We wanted to make the experience more fair to everyone, and the charms that you unlock over here are actually quite interesting because they really add a lot of depth to the game. Like being able to, for example, if a teammate dies in battle, you can activate your ultimate ability immediately, for example, just like what you saw a while ago. So it's those nuances that make you more competitive in PvP. So it's about mixing and matching your charms and your equipment, and also knowing what your opponents are going to be fielding in battle.
yeah. So one of the questions was also the pricing per tier. So for common, it's at 40 BUSD. Epic is at 85 and legendary is at 175. So you simply have to buy a set of three. Any tier is up to you. And once you buy the NFTs, you could start playing the game immediately. Yeah, basically what you're seeing in the screen right now, you can download the client of our website and just start playing immediately.
Yeah, we have a lot of content planned. What you're seeing is um, well, we don't want to call it the bare bones because it's actually quite a lot of content already. We have the PvP and the PvE. So this is the PvE, and then you have the PvP over here with your leaderboards. It's very competitive. I used to be number 10 last week, and now I am number. Yeah, oh my
Number
gosh,
20.
I'm last. Can't believe it. But yeah, I'm looked down over here. So oh, this is really embarrassing. But yeah, but there are rewards that you get every season. So we're launching season 1 soon, and you're gonna have some rewards and cosmetic items that you can get. We can as you can see, you can change your avatars, and we have like special um, frames. We give out custom frames and special rewards to community members, to our streamers, our KOL partners, so that they're aware, so that it's really just a small token of appreciation, so they can show it off when they play. If you notice, there's a glowing effect on these NFTs. So these are part of the genesis. It's really to distinguish them. We have only 10,000 of these, and as we release, we're thinking of to make it really very exclusive. We're thinking of in the future having new classes that can only be derived or summoned from, for example, these the original four classes. But we're still, debating on that. But really does add that sense of depth when you look at it that way.
And I think reading the game's available on mainnet, PC, Mac, Android, and iOS. Is it available for all of them already, or is it mainly on web-based at the moment?
Yeah, you're right. It's already available on all major platforms, PC, Mac, Android. You just have to download the Android client, the APK of the website, and just sideload it at the meantime at your device. And then for iOS, it's on test flight. Just we have a link also on the website that gets you registered on the test flight, and then after getting approved, you could start downloading the game and yeah, start playing.
Great. And you mentioned you've got PvP and PvE already. How many levels have you got for the PvE, or is it like you're going through the map that you showed us earlier on?
Yeah, currently, how many was that, JV? We keep expanding per update, but I think we have already about what was that, more than 20 levels already, 20
Something like
towers.
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And that's just the start. So I think we
yeah.
have many other things planned for the towers.
Mm.
I think on average, if you're a player starting from zero, it would roughly take you at least maybe 8 hours to become slightly competitive in PvP because you have to grind for gear first, and but it's a really fun experience. I can share some stats later in the Telegram chat on how we've been how the players have been performing. This is the intro, by the way. So one thing to note about about this game is the voice acting is done by our local counterpart for Nickelodeon. So we actually take this game pretty seriously. I mean, we are a game dev studio. Please don't look at this as just a one-off project. We really feel that this is the next iteration of what we've been doing for the past several years. So we have, I think, James, was it 20 games in total? But this is the very first blockchain game
Yes.
that we have. Our previous hits, you could actually search for them. You could our COO Eric had a hit called Street Food Tycoon, around 50 million downloads on the Play Store and App Store. Then there's another game called Pocket Arcade with about 5 million downloads. So I think in sum total, we're a bit shy of 60 million downloads already on the App Store and Play Store. So this is our first blockchain game, and we're actually quite, yeah. As you can see, we really wanted to release a product first before we start, launching these tokens. When we looked at the space, we saw that there were just all of these projects with no game and just the token. So we felt that we were a bit surprised because as an indie studio, we're very product first. If you check our Discord, we're really engaging with our community all the time. It's really the indie way. So there was really no it was very surprising for us that uh, the norm was a bit different. So I think one thing to note with our token launch is that you're not really just investing on one project. You're basically investing in an entire studio and with things to come.
Um, like I said, one of the best games I've seen on the blockchain up to now. So hats off to you for and
Thank you.
so much before the launch. And you're also going to have single player and arena multiplayer. What's the sort of timelines for them coming out, and how does that play out? How many levels are on like the single player, and how does the arena multiplayer work?
Oh, this is it.
Um,
The tower here, that's the single player, The adventure, we call it adventure mode. Sorry, I think there were just confusions with the terminology. And then the PvP or arena mode is what you were seeing with the battles.
Yeah,
So let me.
but
The
we do
single
we
player that
do
comes in the future, yeah.
yeah, but we do plan more content, which is a little bit multiplayer in nature. We're calling it raid battles. Should I be leaking few details, JV?
Yeah, go ahead. We're ready
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. So basically, it's we notice some holders of the NFTs have more than three, maybe up to almost 19 already. So we want to have that use of the multiple Anitos, having to fight like a really big tough boss, and you have a team of more than three definitely, and then you try to take it down as best as you can, as with the whole community. It's like a community effort of trying to take down like a massive boss. And yeah, and people who do the most damage, like the top five people who do the most damage, of course, will we plan to reward them with either in tokens or something special.
Yeah,
And I
we
think
really
you've
wanted to bring back the whole concept of the guild into the traditional sense, like a bunch of players, a bunch of friends banding together to have fun. And that's really, I mean, because that's, I guess that's those are the roots of the team. We all, as I said a while ago, we all met through gaming, and we've been playing video games throughout the pandemic. Anito Legends was a pandemic project, and now we're here.
you've got built up a lot of partnerships as well already with the Anito Legends project.
Oh, sorry, could you say that again? Then you got cut
About
off in
your
the beginning.
partnerships that you've been creating. I saw on the website you've got a lot of partnerships already with the
Oh, right.
Anito Legends project.
Yeah, so we've got initially we've got a lot of good partners. Shout out to our incubator, X Network Capital. They've been really helpful with us in this journey. They've introduced a lot. Well, that opened doors to a lot of more other partners that you see in our website. We've gone through the fundraising, the seed and private rounds fundraising stage earlier last year. Sorry, late last year, and we were able to raise about 1 million US dollars in seed and private capital. I think notably also one of our partners here in the Philippines is Metaverse Go, as you can see in the screen. Metaverse Go, their objective is really to try to simplify the onboarding process of these Web3 games. I mean, of course, us Web3 natives, we're used to having your own MetaMask wallets, keeping your seed phrase securely, etc. So what Metaverse Go aims to do is to basically hide those things away and get the players onboarded as quickly as possible, and try to get rewards through their reward partners, like you could pay your ginto with your cell phone bill or utility bills. Yeah, maybe JV, you could also expand on this a
Yeah,
little bit.
I think the the way we're looking at rewards is it's really more in line with this partner with Metaverse Go. We're of course we have the play and earn, but we also want to focus a lot of efforts on the play for rewards, which means you can exchange our tokens, sorry, our in-game currency into um, let's say a Lazada coupon, a Shopee coupon, whatever it is, and our partnership with them is not just a local one; it's a regional one. So what you'll be seeing a lot of ways to exchange for rewards. So I mean I think we all have to admit that the bygone are those days where we can earn like you know hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars from playing. That was a blip in time, and It's not the case today, as you can see. But um, if I can play a game that I enjoy, and somehow I can use it to, buy an extra coffee or pay for my phone bill, then I think we think that that's a really great reward, because at least you already had fun playing with your friends, and of course you can already at least get something out of it as well, whether monetary or rewards is. So that's our
Yeah,
philosophy when it comes to this.
that's great for people to make a bit in crypto and maybe buy another token that in the future in a bull market is worth a lot as well. And so can you spend your tokens in the game? How does it work for buying armor and different equipment and weapons?
Right. So for the tokens or the in-game currencies, we actually, we mentioned we have Ginto. Actually, inside the game, we also have a currency called Perlas or Pearls in English. Pearls is basically your universal currency where you can buy weapons, armor, uh, potions, stuff to revive your Anitos with. And then these pearls also, if you have enough, we will allow players to convert their pearls into Ginto. So we will be having that feature, the Pearless to Ginto exchange soon, hopefully by the end of the year or maybe early next year. And of course, the conversion rate will be dynamic. We will be also we will be also developing a some sort of oracle that puts in the like the variables like how many players are playing right now, what's the current Ginto price, and how much Perlas is floating around. Stuff like that will be accounted for, and of course, be plugged in into the oracle, and will give a fair conversion rate. And also to before the players could bring out the ginto into their wallets, we're also having the players buy a cash out ticket in stablecoin so that we plan to get some revenue in that form so that we don't as developers we don't touch too much of the token economy, and we don't want to be that as our main source of revenue.
I mean, we could talk for hours about the game, obviously, because it's fully fleshed out and ready to go for the launch. But how can investors get involved? I know you've got GemPads, which is one of our partners. They're a great launch pad. Pre-sale starting tomorrow. Is there any whitelist spots to win for that still if people join the community?
Right. Yeah. So for the IDOs, we're starting our IDO tomorrow with Gempad, October 24, and then BSC launch on October 26, and then Pig Sale on October 29, and then lastly DAO Starter on November 2. So how to get on the whitelist spot? I think you guys, Whale Coin Talk is doing a giveaway for whitelist spots. We're also, I think, doing a Gleam campaign as well on whitelist spots with NFT also. So we could link it later on the Discord, on the Telegram chat as well. But I think we would like to prioritize your community first with the whitelist spot giveaway.
Okay, I see.
We can also post some graphics of like the utility so people can review it if you'd like, if that would be good.
Yeah, you're welcome to keep us updated and post things into the main chat as we go along. Unfortunately, we're running out of time today. It's been great speaking to JV and James. It looks amazing, the game. I'm looking forward to the future, and it's been great for our community investors to see it today. We've seen a lot of the game, so that's great. And hats off to you that it's all ready before the launch. When are you actually launching after these IDOs? What's the sort of timeline for the launch?
That's a good question. So, we're planning to roll out again the other features, the summoning, the Perlas to Ginto exchange, and then the secondary marketplace. Hopefully by year's end. If not, it might have to carry over earlier this year. But everything is currently in development. We've been doing, excuse me, we've been having it developed ever since we've been doing our fundraise. So yeah, hopefully it's just a matter of time that we get them rolled out.
Yeah, November and
Okay, so
December, everything's just gonna, continue. We as you can see, we just did our Halloween update, so it's a big crafting event, very special gear that has nuances for PvP. And then after that, we're gonna be launching the new modes. We wanted to time it with our IDO, and then maybe launch the new NFT class, and then do our holiday or Christmas update. We still don't know what to call it, but it's gonna be it's gonna be really tight. So there's a lot of stuff happening.
Yeah.
unfortunately, we've run out of time, but if anyone, community investors, have got any questions, we've got the website, the white paper, the official socials there in our main chat, so you can maybe hop over there and the team can talk after the AMA more. If you want to try out the game, you can go into the chat and mint some NFTs and try out the game. That's awesome. But as we say, Wellcoin talks for research and educational purposes. It's not financial advice. But like I say, yeah, check out the website, white paper, and the official socials, and definitely it looks a really cool game. Go over there and try out the game. It'd be awesome. Thank you very much for coming today, guys. It's been great speaking to you.
Thank you, Glenn.
Hey,
I
thank
would
you so
also like
much.
to give a surprise to everybody. We're giving out a 50% coupon to your community. We have a coupon code WCT50. Just type it all caps when you're if you plan to buy an NFT. That will give you 50% to any tier. It's good for 24 hours. So I hope you could try it out and get a discount out of it.
Thank you very much for doing that. That's great. So yeah, as you heard there, 50% off if you want to mint an NFT and try the game out. Unfortunately, we haven't got time for questions. We've got quite a lot of hands up, but yeah, head over to their Telegram chat. I'm sure that you can continue it after the AMA. But thank you very much for coming, guys. I'll finish the recording, send over a copy for you to share with your community, and I'll send that over into our main chat for our investors too. So
All right.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks